Alright, so this is an older Murray, I believe it's 12.5 horsepower and a 40-inch deck. I think, yeah, it should be 40-inch. It's not too crazy of a mower, I guess. It's got a 5-speed transaxle, not hydrostatic. It's got, like I said, 2-blade 40-inch deck. I believe this motor is a 12.5. It sounds and feels like a 12.5, but obviously the main tag's off. I haven't looked up the model or code online, so I'm not certain. To me, this motor looks a bit newer than the mower, so maybe it's been replaced, but this is a 2011 motor. I did look on the tag for that. So it's possible this is a 2011, but it just seems a little bit, you know, like a 90s mower with a newer engine. Yeah, not sure, but I'm guessing that motor's been replaced. It runs good, runs solid. I just put new fuel lines, fuel filter, oil change on it. Blew out the air filter. It's still mildly fine, so I usually just keep them running. Belts look fine. Both rear tires were slightly low. They weren't flat yet. They had been sitting 4 days when I got it, so take that as you will. They have a slow leak, I'm sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The deck is kind of rough. I had to this thing's been pretty beaten. It's not really rusty, it's just been beating the crap out of. It still works, and it's actually pretty quiet, amazingly, but the deck's not perfect. It does mow. You see, there's supposed to be a beam that goes across there. I mean, you don't really need it necessarily, but it's just kind of odd. You know, it shows how much it's been used. Mower itself is pretty solid, I guess. It has a new battery. Transaxle's nice, brakes work. All the safety features are still in place. It's kind of amazing with this older motor. Usually people disable them by this point. Lights do not work, so that is a downside. See what else. The deck does sit kind of low to the ground. It cuts even, but like this is almost all the way up, and it's pretty far down in my opinion. But I mean, works fine, cuts fine. Start it up. See how it runs. Running around a little bit. Turn the mower on so you can hear that. This is after starting already today. When I started it cold today, it probably like choked for the first little bit. It's a little bit cold-blooded, but once it starts, you can idle or runs just like it's intended. It's not terribly fast, but for a smaller yard, you know, under 2 acres or something, it's perfectly fine. Turn on the deck. Really not terrible. Motor is very quiet on this thing. I'd say the deck is almost louder than the motor. Mowed a little bit with this mower, but I can't mow too much because I have lots of other mowers that need to mow something, you know. Can't do the entire yard with one. Deck brakes work. Go to reverse. I mean, it's an older mower. It's priced at an older motor. It's probably one of the cheapest ones I've done this year so far. I understand it's not perfect, but it does run and cut. I think the motor itself is going to last quite a bit longer. I don't know about the deck, but I know the transaxles are pretty solid. They don't usually go out. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to show you. Like I said, new fuel filter and everything. If you have any questions, I mean, leave them in the comments. I might be able to answer it. I haven't really been through it entirely. I've been sharpening the blades and stuff on it, but yeah. Like I said, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, have a good one.